大家好，我是 Oliver Branch Allen. So if you're a follower of my channel, then you probably know that I'm a big fan of low-carb diets, and I've explained much of the science, the biochemistry in great detail of why that's true. And if you're interested to learn more about that, you can check out my past videos. Putting the biochemistry aside and looking at the actual results of people's lives when they try a low-carb diet or a low-fat diet or a reduced calorie diet, what do the results actually say? Are low-carbers actually still the winners? In this video, we discuss a meta-analysis, which is just a study that looks at many studies on a given topic that can then draw a conclusion out on that. And we're going to determine which one is actually the best diet. Now, just as an aside, if we just look at all the studies that have been done on low-carb diets, there's a lot of information that actually has been shown that low-carb diets do actually help in weight loss, as well as a lot of the biomarkers are improved for cardiovascular disease. But surprisingly, there are actually a lot of studies that show that low-carb diets aren't actually better, especially for long-term use. So this recent meta-analysis study that was done in January of 2023, so it's very recent, wanted to look at the results of comparing these brand name diets like the Atkins diet, the Zone diet, South Beach diet, the Ornish diet, etc., to determine what are the effects on weight loss, as well as some biomarkers for cardiovascular disease like blood lipids, like cholesterol, blood sugar, as well as blood pressure, etc. So the study found that yes, low-carb diet did do the best for weight loss, as well as for cardiovascular disease, but only by a little bit. In fact, low-carb diets, along with the low-fat diet, they both did very well in this study when compared to the reduced calorie diets. They also found that any diet was better than no diet at all. So in other words, not caring about what you eat is the worst of all. After the 6 months into the study, low-carb diets resulted in the greatest weight loss. However, after 12 months into the study, the low-carb diet and the low-fat diet both lost a lot of weight and actually were the same in terms of the results. Another thing to note is that in the first 6 months, behavioral modification, or known as counseling, actually had a positive impact to weight loss. Also, after 12 months, exercise was a significantly stronger impact to weight loss. This tells you that it had a little longer startup time before exercise benefits really start to kick in. So what does this all mean, and how I see this is that people in general who care about eating healthier and being healthier will do better. So even if they don't eat healthy every single meal, the fact that they care and are thinking about what they're eating and whether it's healthy or not, they will typically do better than others who simply don't care or have the interest of eating healthier. Efficacy versus effectiveness. This is a concept that is actually known quite a bit in the medicine and wellness industries. And what basically this means is that just because a treatment or a behavior is better scientifically or theoretically, it actually does not translate necessarily to improving people's lives. And that can be due to the accessibility or the difficulty of doing it or just the cost. Whereas effectiveness means that even though a treatment may not be the best, it may be more accessible or easier to do on a consistent basis, therefore more people will actually end up doing it, and overall that will impact people's lives positively as a whole. For example, we could use the case where you can go see a dentist every day to clean your teeth, as they will be the best people to help clean your teeth thoroughly with all their fancy equipment. But that is just simply not cost effective, nor do we have the time to do that, and so that is efficacy. Brushing your teeth every day or flossing is a much more effective way of cleaning your teeth, to a reasonable amount at least, because everyone can afford a toothbrush and they will do it every day. And so overall, people will have cleaner teeth than simply just relying on the dentist. If that was the case, we would all have no teeth left. So to sum it up, the best diet plan is actually the one that you can actually stick to. Like all good things in life, consistency is the key. Psychology and personal preference are also big impacts to your weight loss strategy. And last but not least, the single most powerful thing you can do is exercise, as shown in multiple studies, as it is not only effective, but is also efficacious for your weight loss strategy. You don't even need to be a hardcore athlete. You just need a regular routine. So that's it for today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I'll see you next time.